Now let's take what we learned about unstructured content and paragraph-based styling, and let's see how it compares to structured content. It might be easier to look at a piece of content that is not in the data content model because this model matches a little bit more with the book and chapter and section paradigm that you might be used to with your documentation. In this document that I use for training in structured FrameMaker in general, we have content right here that's in an element that is a chapter element followed by a head element. Already we're seeing that we have context for our content. But the real difference is when we look at something called the structure view. Inside the structure view, we can see that this data communications text exists in something called a head element that is in turn inside of a chapter element. A chapter element might be part of a larger book project. And so it goes with the rest of the content. We have an intro section, we have paragraphs, lists, items, paras, and things that make maybe logical sense relative to what we're used to working in with paragraphs and with books. Our goal is to get our unstructured FrameMaker content into a specific model, the data content model. And DITA is a topic-based authoring system. When I switch over to DITA's equivalent of a book, and that is a DITA map, you can see that here I have the rules of 2024 Olympic men's basketball competition. That's the title of my overall document. And then I have a larger collection of files that make up a very simple project. If I open up one of those topics, and then I click inside of the topic itself, we see that this is one of the main DITA topic types. It is a concept topic, and that there is content that exists inside of that concept. The topic is already aware that it's part of this DITA map. It is the third topic in the list, therefore it gets an automatic number 3. You can also see that I have team fouls and a paragraph right here. And then I appear to have a subsection here. Key differences from the NBA rules, but right now this looks as if it is not part of this topic right here. If I open up the key differences right here, while my DITA map will consider this as part of my overall project, you can see that this topic right here is a subset of the book here. So it's its own content. It's separate from everything else. It's an independent topic, and it's merely been referenced inside of this DITA map. Again, going back to more of a composite model where we have full chapters that are then collected into a book, topic-based authoring with a DITA map uses a much larger collection of smaller topics that can be used and reused as needed. And then those things are pushed through the DITA map into whatever output that we need, whether it's a PDF, HTML5, etc. I hope you enjoyed this short clip, and you can register for the full webinar at the link shown here. I'll also put the link in the notes down below so that you can just click on it. If you're interested in working with DITA or other structured content models in FrameMaker, please visit techcomtools.com or visit my training site at courses.techcomtools.com.